Hey everybody, it's me, Over Jones, back with a new video. Where are all the 2A people? I've been reading comments on YouTube, been reading comments on Reddit, been reading comments on Facebook, and there's a common question I've been seeing in a lot of these social media platforms. Where are the 2A people? You know, um, and it's concerning with protesters being abused, being brutalized by the police, by riot police. I just watched a video by I think it's Legal Eagle, and that was one of the questions he asked in his video. Um, where are the 2A people? Why aren't they coming out? They've been, isn't what they got their guns for? Why aren't they out here? Um, I guess duking out with the police. Why aren't they out here standing up for the Second Amendment? Why aren't they out here standing up for freedom in the U.S.? Why aren't they out here with their AR-15s? Why aren't they out here with their AK-47s? Why aren't they out here with their HKs? Why aren't they out here with their riot shotguns, their tactical shotguns, their tactical pistols, their plate carriers, their 30-round magazines, their drum magazines? Why aren't they out there on the street, battling out with the police? And my response to that is, they got their haircuts. They went ahead and got their haircuts, and they went back home. I mean, at least that's what I've been told. At least that's what everybody in the media has been telling me, that these protesters, like the ones out in Michigan, that's all they cared about. All they cared about was going back out and getting their haircuts, going back out so they can go bowling, going back out so they can going out so they can, buy a new car, or do all these other things that they were being chastised for. In order to break quarantine, to go out and do all the stupid stuff. Getting a haircut was stupid. Going out and protesting, getting a haircut was stupid. These white wing racist bigots. That's all they wanted to do. That's all they wanted to do was go out and kill my grandma to go get a haircut. And they brought their big scary rifles to intimidate the government so that they can do that. Well, they got their haircuts and now they went home. Because again, they stayed home. They didn't want to break quarantine. I guess we're still some parts of the country are still in lockdown. Still some places doing social distancing. A lot of people out there are still wearing masks. So yeah, they did what they need to do and they went home. But they were ridiculed. They were made fun of. They were talked down to. They were being, people were condescending to them. They were called all kinds of names. They were called mistreated, made fun of. They were called all these things. They were called stupid. They were called, backwards redneck hillbilly hicks that just wanted to jeopardize the nation's health for a haircut. That's what everyone was saying. Even when we go back to Virginia, the big protest. I think it was in January. Was it January or February? I believe it was January. When they were out there in the cold. 10,000 of them, roughly 10,000 of them, but in front of the Virginia State House. A bunch of inbred hicks, a bunch of rednecks, a bunch of white supremacists, a bunch of neo-Nazis, a bunch of troublemakers, out there in public with their guns, because they're too uncivilized to come up with a good argument. They're unwashed. They gotta go out there with their big guns to make a statement. They gotta go out there with their magazines and make a statement. They gotta go out there with their plate carriers and make a statement. And even before then, when you had all these other protests, the Tea Partiers, and and even in these Tea Party rallies, there were people out there that are armed. Or when you have people who are trying to protect their property during after a hurricane, when they're going out to want to, they say, oh, you can't. Why are you getting a gun? You can't shoot a hurricane. Or just want to go out and be able to go out in public and carry a firearm or a good sized knife to defend themselves. All these people are paranoid. All these people they're backwards. They're not civilized. If only they could be civilized like us. If only they could just call the police when things go bad. Why don't they just call the cops? These people they hate the government. They're anti-government. They want anarchy. They want fascism. Somehow they hate the government, but they want fascism. But that's what's been put out there for so long. That's the message that I've been hearing for years. All these militia types. They wear camo and pretend that they're Rambo. They're gonna fight the government. The government's too powerful. They're delusional. They're stupid. They're backwards. They're uncivilized. They're unwashed. They're filthy. They're dumbasses. There are all these nasty things. They're racist. They're Klansmen. They're bigots. There's homophobes. There's Islamophobes. They're this, that, and the other. Yet, when the police are putting a nightstick up your ass and hitting you with a rubber buckshot, and hitting you with batons, hitting you with a riot shield, got you zip tied, attacking reporters. When they're police doing these things, you ask now you want to ask where's the 2A crowd? Well, if that was your opinion of them all along, why should they come out? If that's what you thought of them, why should they risk them? Why should they risk everything they have for people who don't like them? Why should they go out there to monitor these protests? Which the protests are valid, But why should they? But ask yourself, why should they risk their? Why should they risk themselves, risk their lives, put their families at risk? Why should they do all these things for people who don't like them? We've been saying that the Second Amendment is the last thing any one of us want to do is get in a firefight. We don't want to. But we understand mutual assured destruction. We understand that sometimes actually just having one with you is enough. That when nefarious people see it, they have to ask themselves the question: do I want to risk it? Do I want to risk potentially messing with this person or this group of people who could potentially put me in an early grave? Do I want to do it? Do I want to, maybe I shouldn't mess with them. Maybe I should try to negotiate with them. Maybe I should talk to them. Even if the demands aren't met, which has happened before, which has happened for a long time, concerning the 2A crowd. A lot of the demands haven't been met, but you don't see many of them going out there and just raising hell or causing mayhem. No, they want to Well, while we want to be able to do things peacefully. We want to be able to do things without appearing. And it's funny. We try. It's funny. We try our best to appear to be civilized, which many of us are. A lot of us are. A vast majority of 2A supporters are civilized. But the media, but people are so quick to just paint many people who are 2A supporters as being all those pejoratives I said earlier. And so a lot of them are home. They got their haircuts. They went bowling. Got their nails done. They got their hair did. They did all this stuff. They got their. They went home, stayed home, or stayed in their business and protected it. And they defended it. They protected their homes. Curfew sucks. It does suck. But a lot of us went home. A lot of us stayed home because we understand that there are dangerous people out there. Burning down stores. burning down uh, just buildings, burning cars, attacking people, robbing people. So many of us are, we're fine. We're home. We're home. We're watching all this stuff online, watching stuff on TV. The many of us will still watch TV, and if anything, we're probably just shaking our heads and we're saying, "We told you so." We've been saying this time after time, time and time again. We've told you so. We've explained it, but no one wanted to listen to us. We recall all these things, and now you see all the things you see before you on the news. Now people are wondering, why are the police acting this way? Well, why not? I would say, you have to give credit. You have to give credit to people like that. They know how to pick their targets. They know who to go after. They know what they know how to. They do risk assessment. I feel like that. It's a lot of young, and I understand. These protests are they're being held by a lot of young people, which is good. But even when I was a young person, I learned, I knew that I should defer to history. I should defer to defer as much history as I could, and defer to wisdom. And understand. Another thing is understand how people who I think are dangerous, understand how they think. Study them. Figure out could you be as dangerous as them, if not even more. And then in that way, you'll know how to navigate those waters. So it's like, so I keep seeing that question of where are the 2A people? They're home, saying I told you so. They're home. They're protecting their business. They're protecting their livelihoods from people who want to see it burn down. And they're doing all they can to keep themselves from finding themselves in a position where they actually have to use 2A. That's a hard road. I think the people who keep asking, well, where are the 2A people? They don't think about that. I think they want to see more of a they want to see more of a show. They want to see that'll be entertainment for them. I think the people who keep saying we're 2A people, they really want to see that kind of action on a screen, or from a distance, because really they're not the types to go out and actually carry it out themselves. I will say that there is a silver lining in all this. Gun sales have been exploding continuously. And a lot of people. I was saying that it's being said that a lot of people are taking the red pill. A lot of people are seeing what's going on, and they're waking up. They're seeing that at least they should have something to defend themselves with from anybody that would want to anyone who want to unjustly bring harm to them. They're seeing that, and I can only hope that it goes in a good direction after that point. But that's my video. Please tell me what you think. Have you been asked this question? Have you seen the same question on different forms of social media, on the news? Please tell me what you think. Am I wrong? Should 2A people be out there with the protesters? Some have, and I gotta give credit to them. There have been armed protesters, and they have done it. I would say that for the most part, they've done a good job. They've kept themselves safe. They kept other people around them safe. They kept stores safe. They kept other people's property safe. But this big question of, I guess, the 2A community at large, as to why they're not out there. So tell me what you think. Please, like, share, and subscribe. If you want to donate to the channel, go to my YouTube homepage, look for the Give That Cheese button, and you can make a donation amount of any amount that you like. If you're new to the channel, please look forward to new videos and check out my older stuff. You might see some interesting work, especially with some of my gunsmithing videos. Any gripes, complaints, send me a PM. I see what I can do to address them. But that's my video. Where are the 2A people? I'm Edward Jones. You guys take care. Be safe, and God bless.